All eyes to the skies this weekend as we keep an eye on Invest 98L. Tonight, meteorologist Stephanie Lauber tells us what you need to know about the first tropical system to hit our area this season. And school is back in session, but report cards are already out. Tonight, we look at which school districts passed or missed the mark on their accountability ratings. Chris 6 News starts right now. Well, good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Clara Benitez Cortez. Rain is the big story today and it's just getting started. And for that, we bring in meteorologist Stephanie Lauber. Stephanie, tell us the very latest on the tropics.
You know, it's been a lot of buzz. It's the latest hot topic in the tropic and our first taste of the tropics so far this season. So you're probably sitting at home like, kind of a dud. We didn't really see much, right? There are still some impacts we're going to feel here. We never anticipated something earth-shattering out of this system. We were just wondering if it was going to get a name or not. So we keep the technical name Invest 98L, and this is what's happened over the past couple of hours. This is an infrared satellite image, IR, so this is not a radar. You can see a lot of clouds bubbling up. There have been thunderstorms, a lot of them down in the valley, but it's not as impressive as what's happening with Erin out in the Atlantic. No, this thing had a hard time getting its act together, and so there's been quite a bit of dry air. That has been our limiting factor in why we haven't seen very much in the way of rain, but there has been some rain. There has been some rain in the watershed, and unfortunately there are still going to be some impacts that you need to know about with your weekend plans, specifically if it involves being up early tomorrow and if you have any plans to go to the beach. So I'll be breaking down everything you need to know coming up in your full forecast ahead.
All right, thanks.
I'm Melissa Trevino, your neighborhood news reporter in Jim Wells County. People in this community could experience an impact from the first tropical system to hit our area this season. I'm talking to emergency management officials as they prepare.
Be prepared for anything. Storms could change. The weather's unpredictable.
That's the message Alice Emergency Management Coordinator Patrick Thomas wants people to know.
With storms like this, they're kind of unpredictable. Sometimes there may bring rain, but sometimes they bring wind with that, and that's where we start to get some issues on the wind side. And then, of course, if the rain is too much rain at one time, that can be an issue for us too.
He says while it's still unclear where the storm could land, they're not taking things lightly.
Don't panic. There's no reason to panic. It's not even a tropical storm right now.
That's Lance Brown. He's the Jim Wells County Emergency Management Coordinator. He encourages everyone to be prepared and sign up for programs like the State of Texas Assistant Registry and HyperReach to get up-to-date information from the National Weather Service. They also have emergency response teams in place if the weather changes.
So we have state assets that are here locally that can be deployed within Jim Wells County and then also around our entire region if we have to deploy down to the valley or if we have to go into the Nueces County area line all the way up to the Victoria crossings.
That help includes the Army, San Antonio Fire Department, Weslaco, Laredo, City of FAR, and Corpus Christi stationed in the county. And as everyone prepares for the rain,
don't take it for granted. Make sure you have a plan. Use this as a perfect time to test your plans and make sure that you are prepared in your own home.
Emergency officials urge people to continue monitoring the storm as things could change at any moment. In Jim Wells County, I'm Melissa Trevino, your neighborhood news reporter, Chris 6 News.
All right, Melissa, thank you so much. It's also going to be a busy weekend on the other side of the country. The first hurricane of the 2025 season is expected to pass near the Leeward Islands on Saturday. Erin is now a Category 1 hurricane with winds of 75 miles per hour and is moving northwest. According to the National Hurricane Center, Erin is expected to become a major hurricane by this weekend. The National Hurricane Center has issued tropical storm watches for the Caribbean islands. And our team of meteorologists are here to keep you informed. You can find real-time updates on tropical trouble to the grueling summer heat on christv.com/weather. And the Texas Education Agency has released a 2025 A through F accountability ratings. The Corpus Christi Independent School District got an overall rating of a B. Here's a look at the grades for some of our area school districts. Alice ISD got a B rating. Aransas Pass ISD got a D. Beeville ISD received a C. Cal Allen ISD earned a B and Driscoll ISD gets a B. Flower Bluff ISD, Gregory Portland ISD, Ingleside ISD, and London ISD all got a B rating. Kingsville ISD was given an F rating. In Odom, Ed Roy, Orange Grove, and Port Aransas ISD were all given a B. Mathis ISD got a C, and Fremont ISD got a D. Refugio, Robstown, and Taft ISD all got a D rating. Rockport, Fulton, and Sinton ISD both get a C. And finally, Three Rivers and West Oso ISD both got a C, and Toloso Midway ISD was given a B rating. Now, the Texas redistricting standoff is at a critical juncture today. State Republicans are trying to redraw maps early in a way that could win their party 5 congressional seats in the midterms. And State House Democrats are outside Texas to break quorum, but give 2 conditions for their return. One is the adjournment of a special session that's underway. That's expected to happen today through the Republican governor, who says he'll promptly call a new session. And the second condition is a California lawmaker to propose their own new maps to offset changes in Texas. And Governor Greg Abbott and the U.S. Secretary of Agriculture talked about their plan to fight a dangerous parasite in the South. It's called a screwworm. According to U.S. Department of Agriculture, it's an invasive species that burrows fly larvae into fresh wounds of living animal like livestock, pets, and occasionally people. The damage they can cause can be deadly. The parasite is named after their feeding behavior, with the larvae screwing into the flesh of their victims. Now, they've detected just a few hundred miles from the southern border. Cattle imports were suspended from Mexico to prevent an infestation in the states.
This is an issue that is essential to the cattle industry, to food supply, which are at risk because of a screwworm.
Now, Governor Greg Abbott says in response to this threat, he has established a Texas new World Screwworm Response Team to stop the screwworm, which could cost Texas about $1.8 billion in damages to livestock annually. And President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin coming together today for a high-stakes summit in Alaska. As Maribel Gonzalez reports, the world leaders will discuss a possible end to the war in Ukraine.
As Russian missile strikes continue Friday in Ukraine, the world is watching 2 leaders come together in Anchorage, Alaska, hoping their meeting can bring an end to the violence.
We get along. There's a good respect level on both sides, and I think, something's going to come of it.
Speaking from Air Force One en route to the summit, President Donald Trump said they will discuss the Russian-occupied territory, but he is not in a position to agree to any territorial swaps between Russia and Ukraine.
I'm not here to negotiate for Ukraine. I'm here to get them at a table.
Trump has threatened Russia with, quote, very severe consequences if their president, Vladimir Putin, doesn't agree to end the war. Notably absent from the summit, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky.
Putin is determined only to present a meeting with America as his personal victory.
If the summit goes well, Trump has suggested organizing a trilateral meeting with Zelensky and Putin.
I think that it is most likely that Putin will recognize that he's in a bit of a difficult position.
Less optimistic, the people of Ukraine, weary from more than 3 years of war with their neighbor.
I think these will just be empty promises.
I don't expect anything. First, because Trump's position changes faster than he can talk about it.
I don't know what the negotiations will give me. I want peace and quiet. That's the most important thing.
Well, coming up, we'll have an update on the efforts to build a nursing home for area veterans. You're watching Chris 6 News at 5. Nueces County is one step closer to having a nursing home for area veterans. We told you back in June how the county's Veteran Services Director, JJ de la Cerda, was working with the Texas Veterans Land Board to build a specialized nursing home to Coastal Bend. Now, the Veterans Administration would cover 65% of the construction costs, and the Texas Veterans Land Board would cover 35%. At the time, the county needed to collect letters of support from local leaders to submit to the land board. That has finally happened.
So at this point, what we need to do is, and the Commissioner's Court's going to do this here within a month or two, is we're going to look at any properties that Nueces County has that is available to donate this land towards the state veterans nursing home.
The county has to find 25 acres of land, and that land has to be within the 25 miles of a VA clinic. Now, once a location is chosen, it will be presented to the Texas General Land Office. The deadline to submit an application is April 2026, and if approved, it will take 3 years to build. Now, the Corpus Christi RTA hosted its second annual Human Trafficking Summit today at Del Mar College. The event brought together law enforcement, prosecutors, and advocates to tackle the growing problem. RTA officials tell us they conducted research that shows 42% of human trafficking victims have testified they were transported through public transportation. Harris County Commissioner Adrian Garcia explains how traffickers use intimidation and local bus systems to move victims around, like cities in Corpus Christi.
So they will tell them, hey, you need to be over here. Here's the bus route that gets there. Don't be late.
Now, Garcia says victims are often hidden in plain sight. Now, CCRTA says they have trained their security guards and drivers to spot potential victims. It's time now for a look at the roadways. Here's Stephanie with your traffic.
Well, you know what? For a Friday evening commute, not looking too bad. We've got some sunshine out there. Plenty of clouds, though, so you know what? If you don't mind the humidity, today might be the one day in August we've got windows down, team windows down kind of weather. So not much happening around the downtown area. If you're trying to find something fun to do for this Friday, well, just pay attention to the weather. There may still be some passing showers. I'll tell you more about it coming up in your forecast, but I think we'll be okay. So far, traffic behaving. So wherever you need to go, looks like it's going to be a pretty smooth ride considering it's a Friday afternoon. Even Staples behaving today, so not too bad. If you're going to be heading out to the island, looks smooth along the JFK Causeway. But how about those weekend plans? I'll tell you what you need to know about the coastal weather ahead. Hey there, a view outside shows a couple of different views. It's not all sunshine, and you know what, the clouds, they are looking like they want to do something, because they do. If you look at the top right, that's the view from our First Community Bank camera, sits atop the USS Lexington, and we're looking west, and you can see there are some shadowy areas, not to quote a popular Disney movie, but in this shadowy area to your right, that's where we have some rain that is falling in inland locations. So there have been some of those spotty showers. We have a lot of moisture sitting in the air around us. In case you couldn't feel it, here's proof that it's there by the numbers. Every dew point on the map except in Beeville, where we just had some rainfall, dew points in the 70s, meaning we're feeling oppressive out there. It means we have enough water to make for rain. We have this tropical system that wants to give us rain. Why have we not seen a whole lot of rain? Well, the atmosphere has layers, and here at the ground level, yes, we're very humid, very soupy, we're feeling it, but about 16,000 feet above our heads is a whole lot of dry air. So as the rain tries to roll in from the Gulf, it really has a hard time keeping it together. And so that's where we kind of get the chaotic spattering of showers around the area. It has helped. It's not in vain. Temperatures are way more tolerable today, hanging out in at the very hottest, middle 90s. So as far as those yellow numbers go on the map here, feels like temperatures very, very much better than what we typically see. Again, today is the last day of our hot streak. Climatologically, this is the end of our hottest stretch of the year temperature-wise, and feels like temperatures in the 90s are a lot better than those that have 3 digits. So we'll take the win, but what to expect over the next couple of hours? Are we done yet? Yes and no. There are some details to iron out here, but as we go through the overnight, Corpus Christi probably isn't going to see a whole lot in the way of rainfall or weather. We just had a passing shower at the airport, and radar just really hasn't been very impressive. These are very quick passing brief showers. At times, they could dump a good amount of rain for as light as they are, but the better chance, the swan song of rain for Corpus Christi, as it were, and for many other neighborhoods that are in our southern zones or closer to the coast, is going to be during the overnight. This is something we've been expecting since last night. So while most folks are sleeping, that's going to be our next big chance for rain, and it's not even that impressive. A couple of scattered showers moving through. I do think, on the other hand, some of our northern neighborhoods, like those in Bee County, Refugio County, Live County, y'all may get a little extra rain tomorrow if we can continue to stay on track with the forecast. So by the bird's eye view, the view of Invest 98L to our south, a lot of cloud coverage around the area. There's a lot of chaos happening here. And so, as I mentioned, It wants to do something, but there's a lot of obstacle working against it in the form of dry air. And you know what? For what it's worth, this thing started looking real spinny, tropical-like as it came ashore. So if it had had more time, we could have been dealing with a much worse kind of Friday into the weekend forecast. So we got to take our wins while we've got them. However, please do not let down your guard if you have beach plans, because while we're tracking the tropics, it's going to be a bit messy out on the waters. Please mind those beach flags. We've got coastal flood advisories set for the early Saturday morning time frame and small craft advisory. So even if the weather's starting to look a little pleasant, remember that the surf is going to be a bit treacherous out there. Across the rest of the tropics, something else other folks are watching. Erin, our first hurricane of the season, expected to be the first major hurricane as we head on into the next couple of days. And Invest 98L, that's about all we get in terms of the tropics. We will happily take it. But if we're looking for more rainfall, chances aren't going to be phenomenal for us here in Corpus Christi, just some isolated showers. But here's the time frame across other neighborhoods here in the coastal bend. If you are in inland and more northern neighborhoods, as we head into the midday hours, some of the heat of the day could make use of the last of that moisture. So we'll keep our fingers crossed for you. Either way, not a bad run for a tropical system. As we head into next week, we'll be focusing on the heat and humidity and maybe a few sea breeze showers to boot.
It's time to take advantage of your Coastal Bend weekend and shake up that weekend routine.
That's right. Try something new or stick with your favorite flavor. Around here, you don't have to choose.
Let's start on North Padre Island, where Brewster Street Ice House just opened their third location, and this one comes with a waterfront view.
You can expect all the classics, including the award-winning chicken fried steak, fresh-caught seafood, street tacos, and Texas-sized salads that don't mess around.
The new location also features a Brewster's playground for the kids. Meanwhile, adults can sip a drink, catch the sunset, and enjoy live entertainment.
Every Brewster Street spot comes with a stacked lineup of live music, too. Check out the schedule on our website.
From sunsets to stars, this Coastal Bend weekend is looking bright. In Robstown, the Cotton Branch Farm Under the Stars Market lights up Saturday night from 6 to 10.
Enjoy the evening under the Texas sky with local vendors, food trucks, and live music. You'll find it at 3972 County Road 44.
Y'all come out and see us. Looking to add a little color to your weekend? Well, Rockport's first ever Mural Fest is wrapping up, but you still have 2 chances to catch the art and meet the artist.
Today at the Rock Bottom Park and Pub from 4 to 7 p.m. or tomorrow morning from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. over at the Daily Grind.
And if you're ready to grind for a good cause, head to CrossFit Cohen this Saturday for the Purple Heart Hero Workout honoring Coastal Bend local and Army veteran Amador Duran.
Don't worry if you're not a CrossFit pro. No experience needed, and you can move at your own pace. The workout begins at 9:30 a.m.
And yes, you can treat yourself after. Nacho's Authentic Mexican Food and Catering will be serving up some post-workout rewards.
And if your style of fitness comes with a little dancing and a lot of fun, CC Fit Fest is happening Saturday at the Bus.
This free family-friendly wellness party runs from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. with pop-up classes, live DJs, and positive vibes for all ages.
And there are a lot of other different events happening all around the Coastal Bend that we just didn't have time for. For more on that, head to our website, KrisTV.com.
And of course, folks, if you want to see your event featured on Coastal Bend Weekend, make sure you send us a message. In your neighborhood from North Padre Island, I'm Michelle Hoffman.
And I'm Brian Hoffman. Have a great weekend.
Well, coming up, we'll introduce you to Woody, a young pup who needs a forever home.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
Well, do you have a little room in your home and maybe your heart for a very sweet pup? Meet Woody. He's a 2-year-old Labrador mix, and he's looking for a forever home. Woody loves to run around and play, and he'll need some time to warm up before he feels comfortable around you. But once you're friends with Woody, he will show you just how sweet he is. And if you would like to adopt him, Woody, you can head out to the Gulf Coast Humane Society. That's located at 3118 Cabanis Parkway.
It's the floppy ear for me.
Aww.
He's so cute.
He probably loves to play fetch, but Can we play fetch with our pups with this upcoming weather?
You know, I think it's going to be a decent weekend. We just need to be aware. This is a view from our Sand Dollar City camera here. Looking kind of rough out on those waters there, and look at the winds whipping with our Texas flag and American flag. So please be careful. Mind the beach flags if you're going to be out there. I'll show you those alerts out on the coast. There we go. Coastal flood advisory in effect until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, and a small craft advisory until 7 o'clock in the morning. Here's a look at that beach forecast. Please be careful and keep it here with Chris 6 for all the latest weather updates.
Most definitely. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you here at 6.